Hello, today I would like to talk about motor insulation resistance test. Insulation resistance test has been recommended and used to evaluate the winding condition of the electric motors for many decades. The insulation test result provides visibility into the winding integrity and insulation quality of the motor. Proper recordings and trackings help maintenance technicians predict or identify imminent failures early, before they result in costly unplanned downtime due to motor failure. Spot test and polarization index test are two most common tests for electric motors. Spot test is used to monitor motor insulation resistance throughout its lifetime. In this test, a test voltage is applied for a fixed period, normally 60 seconds or less. The resistance value is recorded at the end of this test period. This test is performed at regular intervals, for example, every 6 months to track on the changes of the resistance value over time. Slow decrease in trend line may indicate that insulation is aging or contamination has happened. If there is a sharp drop in value, there may be an insulation fault. Polarization index test is the ratio of the motor winding insulation resistance value obtained at 10 minutes test time over the value obtained at 1 minute test time. Good insulation shows continuous increasing of resistance over a period of time. Therefore, the polarization index of good insulations is normally more than 2, depends on the insulation material class. Low PI value indicates there is excess moisture or contaminations and the motor needs to send for service. However, in the advance of the insulation materials, the modern motor has faster response to the insulation test. Start with test result normally at gigaohm range, may yield a PI between 1 and 2. In this case, the PI calculation may be disregarded. As always, for effective testing and safety, the insulation test should only be performed when the motors are at standstill and in a de-energized conditions. Let's look at this three-phase induction motor. The rated voltage at the nameplate is 380 to 420 volts. For motor rated voltage below 1000 volts, the recommended test voltage is normally 500 volts. You may consult the motor manufacturer for the recommended test voltage. This is the electrical junction box of the motor. Select 500 volt test voltage. To measure insulation resistance between all three phases with reference to ground, connect the positive test lead or the insulation resistance tester to one of the terminal leads. Connect the negative test lead to the motor frame. Select your desired test by pressing the orange button. In this case, we are doing a spot test. Use the appropriate time test to obtain insulation resistance measurement. These same test time durations must be maintained for consistent recording to detect failure trends. Next, I will do the PI test for the polarization index value. Let's turn on the test by press on the blue test button. The test will stop after the preset test interval of the test. The insulation resistance value is 34 gigaohm, very high from 1.5 megaohm minimum acceptance insulation resistance value. The PI value is 2.66, more than the acceptance value 2. This indicates the motor is good to put into use. If the test results is very low when comparing to the previous maintenance test result or below the minimum acceptance value, there may be a contamination or insulation fault on the motor. Repeat the test as each single phase with ground if the result is not satisfactory. For safety, after the test, make sure the winding is fully discharged. Residue charges may stay in the winding for quite some time, as the insulation testing is done at high voltages. The Aislacion U14508 and U14608 series insulation resistance testers have the built-in self-discharge circuits to ensure a safe discharge after the test.